There is a grand illusion most have accepted, that the universe is a separate entity, a vast and indifferent mechanism spinning beyond our grasp. But listen closely, for I tell you a deeper truth. The universe is not out there. It is within you. It is not something you must chase, worship, or manipulate. It is something you must awaken to within your own mind. You were never meant to be a beggar of circumstances, hoping the stars would favor you. You are the source. You are the center. The entire drama of your life plays out upon the screen of your consciousness, and your assumptions, your deep, quiet convictions write the script. Most people speak of the universe as if it were an outer power, judging, rewarding, or punishing. But the real seat of power lies in your own awareness. What you are conscious of being, that is what the universe reflects back to you. If you feel poor, the world will echo poverty. If you feel unworthy, it will close its doors. If you feel favored, blessed, chosen, so shall it be. This is not philosophy. This is law. And the law works whether you know it or not. You are not a spectator in this life. You are the creator. Each day you are painting the canvas of your reality with the brush of imagination. Every feeling you dwell in, every belief you water with attention, becomes the harvest you reap. So stop searching the skies. Look within. The moment you adjust your inner world, your outer world must follow. Like a mirror that does not argue, the universe reflects what you present to it, not what you wish, but what you accept as true. And here's the mystery. It doesn't take years. The change happens in an instant, the moment you shift your assumption. The outer results may take time to arrange themselves, but the command is executed the moment you believe. If you believe that the universe must test you, it will. If you believe that blessings come slowly, they shall. But if you dwell in the feeling that all things are already yours, you will find the world reconfiguring itself to match that assumption. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. So become it. In silence, become the thing you long for. In stillness, assume it already done. There is no outer power denying you, only your own resistance, your own doubt, your own forgetfulness. Remember, the universe is not your master. It is your mirror. And the moment you stop looking outward for change and instead go inward to claim your power, everything begins to respond. You are not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on you. You are not at the mercy of fate, luck, or chance. These are illusions accepted by those who have forgotten their true nature. You were never meant to live reactively, simply responding to life's circumstances. You were meant to create, to command, and the tool with which you do so is imagination. Imagination is not fantasy. It is not mere daydreaming. It is the very blueprint of your reality. It is the workshop of creation, where you, the true self, shape the unseen and call it into being. Everything you see around you, every structure, every invention, every relationship, every movement, began as a thought held long enough, felt deeply enough to become form. Most people think that to change their life, they must first change the world. They struggle, they strive, they act frantically, hoping their efforts will bend the world to their will. But the one who understands the law of consciousness knows the truth. It is not action that changes reality. It is imagination. When you imagine something clearly, not with strain, but with the feeling that it is already so, you impress that idea upon the infinite intelligence that surrounds and fills you. The moment you do this, a chain of unseen events begins. Doors you did not knock on begin to open. People you've never met begin to move. Circumstances arrange themselves not through effort, but through alignment. Imagination does not wait for permission. It does not ask for evidence. It simply creates, silently and surely. The key is not to imagine once and then doubt. The key is to live in the state of the wish fulfilled, to make your inner world so real, so alive, that the outer world has no choice but to reflect it. This is not pretending, this is choosing. Choosing to believe in what you've conceived within, even before the senses confirm it. Your senses are servants, not masters. They report to the mind, and your mind reports to your imagination. When you reverse this order, when you allow the world to dictate your imagination, you live in bondage. But when you allow your imagination to dictate your world, you walk in freedom. Imagination is the bridge between your desire and its manifestation. It is the language the universe understands. Not words, not actions, but images clothed in feeling. So imagine what you love. Imagine who you want to be. And then walk in that state as if it were already true. The world may resist at first. Let it. It has no choice but to yield. The most powerful people are not the loudest. They are the ones who sit in silence and reimagine reality from within. They are the ones who close their eyes and see beyond what is. They command, not through force, but through knowing. So remember this. Your imagination is sacred. Use it wisely, use it boldly, and the universe will obey. For imagination is not only your power, it is your birthright. It is not enough to simply wish. It is not enough to merely think positively. The true key, the forgotten key, is feeling. Thought alone is like a letter never sent. It is the feeling behind the thought that gives it life, that sends it into the world to return with results. Feeling is the signal. Feeling is the frequency. The universe does not respond to your words, your affirmations, or your efforts. It responds to your state of being. And your state of being is defined by what you feel to be true. You may say, I want to be wealthy. But if deep inside you feel worry, lack, or fear, that is the real message. And that message is what is answered. You may say, I am loved. But if in the silence of your own mind you feel unwanted or forgotten, that is the signal you send. Do you understand the power you hold? You are not a victim of what is. You are the source of what will be. And the secret lies in this. Feel it real. Not tomorrow, not when it shows up, but now, in this moment. Sit quietly and feel what it would be like if your desire were already fulfilled. Not how it will happen, that is not your concern. Just feel the relief, the joy, the security, the peace, the gratitude. Live in that mood, and you create a mold into which the universe must pour its substance. Emotion is not weakness, it is instruction. It teaches the universe what you believe, what you accept, and what you're ready to receive. So when you feel fear, pause. Don't suppress it, observe it, and then choose again. Choose to feel the end. Choose to dwell in the atmosphere of your answered prayer. Do not force it. Do not fake it. Instead, gently bring your attention to the state you desire and allow yourself to relax into it. The more real you feel it to be, the more real it becomes. Not because something magical happens, but because you are shifting into a version of yourself who already has it. And once you make that internal shift, the external world has no choice but to mirror it. This is not a matter of time, it's a matter of alignment. When you live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are not hoping, you are knowing. And the universe bends to that knowing. People call it coincidence, luck, fate, but you will know the truth. It was the feeling that did it. So stop asking, when will it happen? Ask instead, can I feel it now? Because the moment you do, the moment you genuinely dwell in the reality of your fulfilled desire, the universe says yes. And when it says yes, it moves mountains, silently, swiftly, perfectly. Because the universe does not hear what you say, it only echoes what you feel. The great secret is this: you must become inwardly the version of yourself that already has what you desire. You must assume it is already done, not tomorrow, not when circumstances look right. Now, because assumption is not fantasy, it is creation. The moment you assume something as real, you step into alignment with the version of yourself where it already exists. And the universe, which is nothing more than your externalized consciousness, begins to reflect that version back to you. You are not convincing the world. You are convincing yourself. The world has no power of its own. It simply follows the pattern of your inner state. What you assume to be true, whether good or bad, becomes the structure your life is built upon. Assume wealth, and opportunities begin to emerge. Assume love, and connection finds you. Assume freedom, and your limitations begin to dissolve. But what do most people do? They wait. They say, when I see the result, then I'll believe. And so they wait forever, because belief is the cause, not the result. Faith is the bridge, not the reward. You must first become it in feeling, in thought, in being. Only then can it become visible. When you assume it is already done, you stop needing, you stop yearning, you stop chasing. And in that peace, in that stillness, your energy changes. You no longer send out signals of desperation, you send out signals of certainty. And certainty is magnetic. You see, the universe does not respond to begging, it responds to being. To assume is to embody. It is to walk, speak, and move in the world as if your desire has already materialized. Not with arrogance, but with inner knowing. A quiet confidence that says, it is mine, even if I cannot yet touch it. You may say, but what if I'm wrong? And I say, what if you're right? Your life is already shaped by assumptions. Every day you assume things without proof. About people, about money, about health, about your worth. And those assumptions form the boundaries of your experience. So why not assume something bold, something beautiful, something divine? Assume the best. Assume that all things are working together for your good. Assume that the delay is not denial, but preparation. Assume that the door has already opened, even if you can't yet see it. This is not about pretending. This is about becoming. Becoming the person who already has what you've asked for. And once you do, the world rearranges itself in response. So don't wait for signs, be the sign. Don't wait for evidence, be the evidence. Because the moment you assume, truly assume, that it is already done, the world outside may show chaos, contradiction, and delay, but the world within holds the seed of your becoming. And it is to this inner vision you must stay true, no matter what appears to stand in the way. Understand this: the outer world is always a delayed reflection of the inner world. What you see now is the echo of what you once believed. If you try to change the mirror, you will fail. But if you change your inner image, your assumptions, your emotions, your convictions, the mirror must follow. It is law. Yet most people surrender their vision the moment reality disagrees. They plant the seed of their dream, but when the rain comes, when life tests them, they dig it up in doubt. They say, it's not working, I don't see results. And so the seed dies, not because it lacked power, but because it lacked faith. Your job is not to make things happen. Your job is to see them happening within, to persist in that seeing, to dwell in the end, to remain loyal to your unseen reality, even while the outer world shows the opposite. Loyalty is not passive, loyalty is power. It is the unwavering refusal to allow what is seen to shake what is known. It is the quiet decision that says, even if no one believes, I believe. Even if nothing around me changes yet, I remain true to the vision I have accepted as mine. The inner vision must become more real to you than the facts of life. You must feel it, speak it, walk in it, until your world has no choice but to yield. It cannot resist a mind that is faithful to its inner blueprint. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine authority. You are not hoping for something to happen. You are holding the image of what already is in the unseen and giving it time to take form. And yes, the test will come. People may mock you. Circumstances may seem to regress. Fear may whisper, doubt may knock. But if you remain loyal, not for a moment, not for a day, but as a way of life, you will bend reality. It is written in the laws of spirit, the external must conform to the internal. Not sometimes, always. So when the world shakes, hold firm. When the vision dims, close your eyes and see it again. When time delays, deepen your certainty, because the dream is not out there, it is within you, asking to be believed. And the moment you choose to stay loyal to it against all odds, above all fears, you have already won. For he or she who holds the vision longer than the world can distract them is the one who shapes the world. Once you have seen it in your mind, once you have felt it real in your heart, once you have assumed it to be done, release it. Leave it to the invisible forces that govern the scene. Let go of the how. Let go of the when. Your only job is the what, and that you have already completed by imagining it into being. The universe does not respond to pressure. It responds to faith. And faith is silent. Faith is still. Faith does not chase, does not question, and does not beg. It surrenders, not in weakness, but in supreme confidence that what has been claimed within must, by law, appear without. Think of the farmer. He plants the seed in the soil and walks away. He does not dig it up the next day to see if it has sprouted. He does not panic when the field looks empty. He knows the process. He trusts the unseen work beneath the surface. And so must you. The more you interfere with the process, the more you slow it down. When you constantly ask, where is it? You are no longer in the state of the wish fulfilled. You are in the state of lack. When you worry about the method, you imply you do not trust the source. And the universe, always obedient, reflects that state back to you. To let go does not mean to stop caring. It means you stop controlling. It means you release the need to manage, manipulate, or demand. You have made your claim. Now rest, not in passivity, but in power. Trust the invisible, for it is the womb of all that is visible. Every mountain, every city, every empire, all began in the unseen. What you cannot yet see is not void. It is active, alive, in motion. But only when you stop holding it hostage with your fear Walk as though it's already yours. Smile without reason. Speak with the calm of someone who knows a secret because you do. You know that the real world is within and it has already been settled there. That is enough. The winds will blow, appearances will test you, but if you remain anchored in trust, quiet, calm, and unmoved, you will watch reality bend in your favor without force. Let go, not because you're giving up, but because you're stepping aside to allow the greater power to do what you cannot. What you plant in faith must bloom in form. And when you feel the urge to meddle, pause, breathe, and remember the universe does not need your interference. It only needs your surrender. So now you know the universe does not live outside of you, it lives within you. It moves by your direction. It responds to your state of being, not your words, not your effort, not your struggle. You are not here to chase anything. You are here to assume, to feel, to trust, and to let go. Imagination is your sacred command. Feeling is the signal. Assumption is the foundation. Loyalty is your discipline. Surrender is your strength. Whatever you desire already exists, not in the distant future, but in the invisible now. The only distance between you and what you want is your refusal to believe it is already yours. Make no mistake, this world will bend to match your vision the moment you stop bending to match the world. So walk forward not as someone hoping, but as someone knowing. Knowing that your inner world is more real than anything you can see with your eyes. Knowing that you are the cause, never the effect. Trust the unseen. Speak from fulfillment. Feel it real. And above all, remain loyal to the version of you who already has it. Because once you do, the universe has no choice but to serve you. Thank you for listening, thank you for believing, and thank you for daring to create from within. The power is already yours.